Can an American man win the US Open? We're looking at their chances in 2024 and revealing Andre Agassi's picks to go all the way in New York. And we look ahead to Thursday at the final major of the year. The break starts now. What's up, everyone? I'm Johnny Ray Diaz, and you're watching The Break. Now, 21 years ago, 21-year-old Andy Roddick won the US Open. And that was the last time an American man lifted the trophy in New York. That would also mark the 7th time in a 10-year period we had an American champion in men's singles. From 1993 to 2003, Pete Sampras, Andre Agassi, and Andy Roddick carried the torch for American men's tennis. Now, we also saw Michael Chang and Todd Martin in the US Open final in 1996 and 1999. American tennis was thriving. Then came Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. One of those three men would make the final or better at 17 of the next 20 editions of the US Open. But now, 5 American men are inside the top 20. Taylor Fritz, Ben Shelton, Tommy Paul, Sebastian Korda, and Frances Tiafoe. Now this begs the question, can one of them end the American drought in men's singles at the Open? Let's look at their chances. Now, Taylor Fritz, the top-ranked American, seems to have the best shot at winning given his draw. If seeded players win, he'll play Casper Ruud in round 4, Zverev in the quarters, Djokovic in the semis, and Sinner in the final. Now, 13-seed Ben Shelton could face 20-seed Tiafoe in round 3. After that, Novak Djokovic in the round of 16. If Ben or Francis makes it to the quarters, they'll play Rublev, Zverev, then Sinner in the final. Now, Tommy Paul, seeded 14th, might have the toughest draw of all the American men. Now, he could play 24-seed Arthur Fils in round 3 before meeting with world number 1 Jannik Sinner in the 4th round, followed by Medvedev, Alcaraz, and Djokovic. Sebastian Korda's first-seeded opponent would be Carlos in round 4. Alcaraz would have to get through Jack Draper in round 3, though. But remember, Draper defeated Alcaraz just 2 months ago in Queens. And 2-time US Open champion Andre Agassi spoke to Fox News Digital this week about the American men's chances, saying, "I believe this generation of players with their assets. Tommy Paul's speed, Korda's ball striking and effortless power. You've got Tiafoe's dynamics and ability and athleticism to play off the crowd and use that momentum. Fritz with the way he hits the tennis ball. Ben Shelton is that college spirit that loves that environment and the energy of the crowd. I'm thinking the breakthrough is going to happen somewhere, but most likely, if and when it happens, it'll happen at the US Open." Now, 3 of the top 5 American men have made the quarters or better at the US Open, and just last year, we saw 3 Americans in the last 8. So, who do you think has the best shot in 2024? Let us know below. The early rounds roll on at the US Open. Let's look ahead at the biggest matches on the schedule for Thursday. Carlos Alcaraz will face Botic van der Zalschoot for a spot in round 3. Now, Botic is a former world number 22 who reached the quarterfinals here in 2021, and we'll see if he can push Carlos on Thursday. World number 1 Jannik Sinner will play American Alex Michelsen. Naomi Osaka will try and follow up her win over Ostapenko as she's slated to face Karolina Muchova in round 2. Iga Swiatek and Elena Rybakina will try and book their spot in the 3rd round as they play Ina Shibahara and Jessica Ponche, respectively. And we've got an all-American battle as Jessica Pegula is set to face Sofia Kenin. Tennis Channel's daily US Open coverage begins at 9 a.m. Eastern Time with TC Live. We'll see you tomorrow.